Guys, happy Sunday, y'all. Be blessed. Welcome to Cooking with Brenda Lee. So today, guys, I'm going to do one of my all-time favorites, meatloaf. Bobby and I love meatloaf. We both can cook a good meatloaf, but today I'm not doing, I did the Cracker Barrel meatloaf, which was really good, y'all. Thank you for watching that video. That's been my biggest video. And I usually do my regular classic meatloaf, which I love with the tomato sauce, tomato paste topping, but today no ketchup, none of that. I'm doing classic meatloaf with brown gravy, mashed potatoes, and that's a request from my girl Michelle at work. So here we go, y'all. This is gonna be simple. I love to do simple. So first of all, I've got an extra pound of burger because I always do too. You all know that if you watch my videos. So you're going to need your choice of burger. I've got 1 pack of meatloaf seasoning. McCormick's is good. I use Kroger. And I'm going to extra pack, half a pack I'm going to use. 2 small sleeves or 1 large sleeve of Ritz crackers. You can use oatmeal. You can use breadcrumbs. You can use white crackers. I'm going to use the Ritz today because that's what I have. 1 finely chopped onion, a half a red and a half a green bell pepper. Guys, I love the red pepper. I like the sweetness in my meatloaf. And then I've got my black pepper, my garlic powder. I'm putting a little bit of my chicken bouillon, which you all know I use a lot of. Onion powder, a little bit of seasoning salt, not a lot, and some regular granulated salt. And then 2 eggs. I'm going to beat those up. Well, I'm not really going to beat them up. 2 eggs, half a cup of milk, and about a 1/4 cup of ketchup. That's going to be my mixture for my meatloaf. And I am going to saute the onions and the bell peppers first. I usually don't, but for this one, I'm going to saute these first, guys. You don't have to cook them down all the way. Just take that crunch out of them, and you'll be good to go. And then for my gravy, guys, you can do the gravy a lot of ways. You can do the brown packets of gravy mix. You can get the jarred gravy. The Heinz makes a good brown gravy. I'm going to make mine from scratch because that's what I got. So beef broth, really finely chopped onion. That's a half an onion. Some flour, not all that flour, and some butter. That's to make the roux. But we'll do the gravy later on. And simple, guys. I love making gravy. I was making gravy at 6 years old. But anyhow, we're going to get this meatloaf going. So y'all stay tuned. I'll be right back. I just wanted to show y'all my peppers and onions, y'all. I'm just going to cook them down till they're softened up. Guys, I got this little electric skillet at Walmart. It's awesome. I love it. It works like a wok and an electric skillet. I love it. I love it. I paid like $19.99 for it. Anyway, just a FYI. And I got me some, guys, I'm not doing instant potatoes. You can see. I'll show you. I got my little potatoes boiling in here. I love to make mashed potatoes from scratch, and if not, I get the Ore-Ida instant potatoes. I love them, especially the 4 cheese, and that probably would have been good with this, but guys, it's Sunday. I haven't cooked the Sunday meal for a little while, so I'm just going to go full speed ahead today, doing it all. So anyway, I'm going to finish these up. Stay with me, and I'll be back, and we're going to get this meatloaf together. Alright guys, so I'm back. I've got, okay guys, I'm doing 3 pounds of burger because I'm making a little extra. So I sauteed my onions and my bell peppers, and I put them in there. So first we're going to do our seasoning. First I'm going to do my eggs, guys. 2 eggs. I do not beat my eggs up. I just crack them because you know me. If you see my videos, I'm going to mix all this up by hand, get in there and squish all this goodness together. Alright, so 2 eggs. I'm going to go ahead and do my seasoning. Guys, I always say this, meatloaf. I can make meatloaf blind. I grew up watching my mom and my grandma. Y'all know the story if you watch. Garlic powder, black pepper, some salt. Not a lot of salt, guys, because my meatloaf seasoning is going to have salt in it. Season your meat however you want. I never, ever measure on my meatloaf. Never, ever, ever. I'd use my eyes. A little tiny bit of my chicken bouillon. Yes, chicken bouillon. A little bit of onion powder. And a little bit of seasoning salt. And not a lot of that because there's seasoning salt in here. And I'm probably just going to use 1 packet because I've used all the other seasonings. So I'm going to put this in. You can get the McCormick's. Theirs is good too. Y'all know I work at Smith's. I support my Kroger brand. Okay, so all that's in there. Then we're going to put in, guys, what I'm going to do though, I'm going to mix, I'm going to get this all mixed up first. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and add my half a cup of milk. I'm not going to put all, well, yeah, I'll probably need it with my crackers. Half a cup of milk. Alright, so now guys, I'm going to go ahead and get all this mixed up. And I'll be back. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to finish this off. So just hang with me. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Okay, so I did my ground beef, peppers and onions, all my seasonings. And like I said, guys, season it however you want to do it. And my 1 pack of meatloaf seasoning. I actually did a pack and a half. So now I'm going to do my Ritz, there we go. My Ritz crackers. And like I said, you can use oatmeal, saltine crackers, or breadcrumbs. And my favorite is probably oatmeal. I love oatmeal in meatloaf. That's how old school did it back in the days, you know, unless my mom had crackers. And guys, this is a little bit moist because I'm making extra, so I might not need all these crackers. I don't want it to be too overly dry, so I'm going to go with one and then half of another one. I like these little ones because then I don't have to open up a full pack. And then I'm going to mix this in. And then last, guys, I usually use tomato sauce in my classic meatloaf, but we're just putting some ketchup. And I might throw just a splash of Worcestershire sauce in here if I have some, and I think that'll bring it all together, but I might not need it. So I'm going to add this ketchup, get this all mixed, and then when I come back, guys, I'm going to have it in my Pyrex. If you use a metal pan, bake your meatloaf on maybe 375. If you use the glass, I bake mine on 350. My oven's heating, and it's going to be uncovered. And guys, if you can smell this, then you know you're good. And I can smell it as I stir it, so I think I'm in there. So anyway, I'll be back with y'all in just a minute. Just hang with me, guys. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I got everything mixed together. Pyrex dish. You do not have to grease it, guys. I'm going to do 2 loaves. Guys, you can do meatloaf in cast iron skillets too. I wish I had one when I get a bigger kitchen, hopefully by the end of the year. Trying to move here in Vegas. It's kind of expensive. But anyhow, I'm going to cut this in 2 and make 2 loaves. I'll try to like to make them equal. And guys, you don't have to overwork your meatloaf. And they'll all come together. Sometimes I like to make them more square because I love leftover meatloaf for fried meatloaf sandwiches. If you've never had them, you are really missing out because they are the best. A little toasted roll, bread, some mayo, cheese if you want. Like I said, guys, me and Bobby eat meatloaf. I'll eat it not every day of the week, but once a week if I fixed it. So my oven's ready to go. I'm going to put this in there for 350, guys, uncovered. And then I'll come back and get my gravy going when this is about halfway done. Guys, this is probably going to bake for about an hour. It doesn't take meatloaf. You just want to make sure it gets done in the middle. So there you go, guys. I'm going to get these in the oven. And I'll be back with you when they are done. Hey, I wanted to share my potatoes with y'all. I love making mashed potatoes from scratch. I peeled, cut, boiled my potatoes. They're nice and tender. So guys, while my meatloaf's cooking, you can see the steam coming off. I drained the water off of them and I added some salt, pepper, and a stick of butter. I'm going to put the lid on this, let these just set for about 30-35 minutes. The steam will keep them hot. The only thing I got left to do, y'all, is just add a little bit of milk, or you can use some cream, half and half. And I'm going to use my hand mixer and whip these babies up to go with my meatloaf. So I just wanted to share that with you. So as soon as my meatloaf's done, I'll be back and we're going to finish up this video. Stay with me, guys. Thanks. Alright, guys. So I'm back. Guys, my meatloaf smells good. Boris, Bobby says, does it taste good? Yeah, I know. I'm waiting on my skillet. All right, guys, so we're going to make this brown gravy from scratch. Like I said earlier, you can use the brown gravy in the jar. Heinz makes a good one. You can use the packs of the brown gravy mix, whatever you want to do, but I'm doing scratch because I'm using what I got. So I'm starting with about 1/4 of an onion, finely chopped, and 1 stick of butter. And we're going to melt this down. I want to turn this down, guys, because you don't want your butter to burn. I'm still learning this little control thing on this little electric skillet. So I'm going to get this sauteed down some. And the onions will end up cooking in the... Sorry, guys, I had a little bit too high. I had to come down with it. But this is going to start your roux. You don't want the butter to burn, because if your butter burns, then you got to start it over. Guys, I love making gravy. I love making gravies. And that's something else I don't even have to measure. I just make it. So to this, guys, you can season, once we get this going, you can season it with whatever you want. I'm just using garlic powder, regular salt, and some black pepper. And guys, you can put mushrooms in this too if you want, but if somebody doesn't like mushrooms, I don't use a lot of mushrooms. So once this gets going, we're going to start adding our flour a little bit at a time, just to get this little, probably 1 or 2 tablespoons is what I start with. And guys, we're going to cook this down. Still got this a little too high. Make sure I'm going the right way, y'all. Yeah. Okay, so, and this, you got to keep stirring it, y'all. You got to keep stir, because you don't want no clumps in your flour. And we're going to do this until it starts getting a little bit dark. I think I turned it down too low now. And then after I get to this point, I'm going to start adding my beef broth. But I want this to brown. The darker it gets, actually, y'all, I'm going to get my whisk. I love my whisks. Little one, hold on. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit unorganized. Oh, I guess that is the right one. Alright, so I'm just going to keep stirring this. And you want it to get a little bit darker yellow, almost a brown. And guys, you can keep adding whatever you want. Like I said, I make my gravy by eye. I've made a lot of gravy in my days. I love it. But just, you're going to make it, the flour is going to make your consistency, the thickness of it. So you just add as much or as little. Some people like thin gravies. For this, I want it to be a little thicker. And I want them onions to cook down a little bit. So we're going to let this get like a little dark golden brown. And the more flour is going to get it there with the butter, but you got to stir so your butter doesn't burn. Alright guys, so I'm going to finish this just to where I want it, and then I'll be back and I'm going to finish this gravy up with you. So just give me a few minutes to work this and I'll be back. Okay guys, so as you can see, I got my flour, onions, and my butter where I want it, that nice golden brown. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my seasoning, a little bit of salt. Guys, you can adjust this later to taste. Just a little bit of garlic powder and a little extra pepper. I want that brown gravy to have some pepper in it. So I'm going to stir this up a little bit, and I'm hoping I have enough beef stock. If not, you can use the chicken powder, chicken broth, but I had this on hand, so I'm lucky I had it. But I got to get this skillet turned up so I can get this boiling. I get my thing turned around sideways over here. So all you're going to do is add a little bit of this and just stir, guys. And the lumps you see in our onion, it's not lumps of flour. So you're just going to keep stirring. You see how it's thickening up, guys? That's what I want it to do. So, like I said, just keep adding your liquid as much as you want, as less as you want. And after you get this to a point, you can, I'm just going to put all this in here, guys, because I know I'm going to need it. And if I need to get it to where it's not thick enough, I can add a little bit more flour, but I don't think I'm going to have to, because, guys, the key to gravy is stirring. But I'm going to, once you get it going and not bring it to a boil, but it'll start thickening up on its own. And then you just turn it down and let it simmer, and it's good to go, and it's that simple. And then when it thickens up, taste it. If you want to add some more seasoning, that's the time to do it. So there you go. I'm going to finish cooking this up, get my meatloaf out, get my potatoes done, and I'll be ready to close out this video. So hang with me, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, I hope y'all stay tuned with me, but I'm about ready to wrap this up, y'all. Just took my meatloaf out. Just wanted to show you how pretty. I love the red bell peppers. They just make it pop. And it smells really good. And guys, I actually ended up putting a package of onion soup mix in this. I think that's what's making it smell good. It smells so much better. But anyway, like I say, guys, meatloaf is so wonderful to make. And do it how you want to make it. Everybody, I guarantee you, has got different recipes from their grandma, their mom, great grandma's, aunts, whatever. But anyhow, I'm going to get the rest of the stuff over here, get this plated up, and show you what we are fixing to eat. So you guys stay with me, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm done. Simple. Even though the video is short, it took me a little while. Alright, guys, my meatloaf, my gravy. This gravy came out really good, and yes, I tasted it, and it's so good. This is my brown onion gravy, and it is so good. My potatoes, I made from scratch. Yes, I did. And guys, I got me a little scoop. I'm going to scoop them, use my ice cream scoop. But anyway, I ended up putting some seasoning salt, pepper, and actually some garlic powder in these, and they're good with the butter and milk from earlier. But anyway, I'm going to cut this. Oh, I've got to get a spatula, guys. Sorry. Guys, the meatloaf smells really, really good. I really want to let it set and cool. You should let your meatloaf set for anywhere from like 10 to 20 minutes. There you go, guys. I'm just going to show you a little picture. It's all done in the middle. And like I said, guys, I love me some meatloaf. But anyhow, I'm going to get this sliced up. I'm going to let it cool for just a minute, and then I'm going to fix a plate, and I'll be back with you guys and close this out. So stay with me. Alright, y'all, I'm fixing to close this out. Guys, I tasted this meatloaf is so good. Yeah, I did it. If I brag on myself, I know what's up. But hey, not really bragging, guys. I just love to cook meatloaf. It's one of my favorite foods to cook. So you see, I did my made from scratch baked mashed potatoes and the meatloaf, and I made my gravy. So guys, there you go, and it does taste really good. So another video cooking with Brenda Lee. Guys, I appreciate y'all so much. Definitely, I hope y'all try this. This recipe is so easy, but the meatloaf is good without the sauce on the top, which I always love. But this is a change, and it's really, really good. So until next time, I hope y'all watch my videos, subscribe, share, turn the notification bell on. Give me a thumbs up if you like my video, and drop me a comment. So everybody have a wonderful Sunday. I'm fixing to eat. So until my next video, thanks for watching. Be blessed, y'all.